Joining me now from Phoenix, Arizona is Kimberlie McCue, Chief Science Officer at Desert Botanical Garden. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Lynda. Good to be with you.
The iconic symbol of America's Southwest is dying. If the saguaro cactus, which can live up to 200 years, can't survive the record-breaking heat, what hope is there for the rest of us?
Yes, that's a great question. So we definitely are seeing stresses in our saguaro cactus here in Phoenix during this record-breaking summer heat wave. But we're also seeing signs of hope. And in fact, we at the Desert Botanical Garden and our scientists, we have been studying the saguaros and other cactus and the responses to heat stresses. And we think it's not entirely dire. In fact, we actually see a lot of hope still.
I want to understand more of that hope that you're talking about. And if you could explain for us, how do these cacti typically cool down in the desert?
Yes, that is a beautiful question. And they are really well adapted to the desert. And they have a special process that is, so if you recognize that the plants, they photosynthesize, that's how they make their own food. And cactus, they split up the process, whereas most plants, they do that entire photosynthetic process during the day when the sun is shining. Cactus, they split it up and they do some of the process during the day, but they do a really important process at night. And that process is when they open their pores and they exchange gases with their environment. So one of the key ingredients, if you will, of photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. And so plants have to bring it inside their tissues in order to use that carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. And cactus, they do that at night. So they have little pores, they're called stomata, and they look like little lima beans. And during the day, they stay closed. So there's no gas exchange happening. But at night, that's when they open up and they bring that carbon dioxide in. It's also when oxygen can be leaving the plant and water can be leaving the plant. So it's really important that the nighttime temperatures give a break to these cactus, that there is a cooling down at night in order for them to do this gas exchange and not lose too much water in the process.
So what you've seen in Arizona over the last few weeks is record high temperatures. The temperature hasn't dropped enough to allow these plants to cool at night. Is that why they're dying? And how unusual is this?
So, yeah. A major part of the stress is that the nighttime temperatures are not going below 90 degrees. And we had a stretch of a little more than 2 weeks where every single night the temperature stayed above 90. And that is particularly stressful to these plants. So in 2020, we also had record-breaking temperatures here in Phoenix. It was also a brutal summer. And we saw those nighttime temperatures not dipping below 90 for stretches of time. So the positive news is that a lot of saguaros definitely survived through 2020, and they're still in pretty decent shape right now.
Looking big picture, the headlines are pretty dire right now. July, the hottest month on record for the planet ever. Another headline today, the Atlantic nearing tipping point. The ocean currents that directly affect the climate appear to be weakening or could possibly shut down by the end of the century. That's according to some Danish scientists. What does this all mean for our planet, for the deserts, for the forests, for the farms?
Right. Well, it definitely means we need to pay attention. We absolutely need to pay attention. And here in Phoenix, in the Sonoran Desert and other deserts of the world, we have to acknowledge that the climate is shifting, that what scientists have been saying from many, many decades ago, that there was the possibility climate change was going to be a real thing and we were going to see hotter temperatures, drier climates, etc. And that means we all have to think about changing ourselves, changing the way we do things, changing how we're taking care of the environment around us, and to use the environment to our advantage. We have to, I would say, follow nature now. That is where a lot of our solutions rest.
All right, Kimberlie McCue, good to have you on the program. And thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.